Howdy y'all, Stephen Isle here. I just wanted to do a quick video about the Town Hall 11 update and the recent balancing changes they did within the past couple days. And this is probably just going to be a one-take kind of thing in the car. I just really wanted to talk about it and get something up on the channel about it so you can see my opinion and what I think about the update. So first off, Town Hall 11 is basically the biggest brand new thing, and I'm actually really happy with it. I think it's a great addition to the game. At first I was kind of skeptical when they announced it at ClashCon. I was kind of like, ugh, Town Hall 11, you know, I'm only, just got to Town Hall 10 or whatever. And but now that it came out and I've seen the new hero and the new defense, I'm actually really happy with the update. Overall, the update's great. I really do like it. The Grand Warden, from what I've seen, it is actually a little bit overpowered at max level. At the earlier levels, it's a good balancing thing, especially for the new, for like single target Infernos. It really helps. You can save your golems an extra few seconds, even when the Inferno's on its highest attacking. So I really like that part of it, and I think it's a little OP, but it's not too bad. And I think what really needs to be fixed is the Eagle Artillery, which is by far still way too weak. Maybe it's not the fact that it's just too weak, but the damage radius is so small that if it only is affecting one golem, it's not doing very much. And they were claiming like that, oh, your troops are gonna bunch up and you're gonna have trouble keeping, you need to use kill squads and stuff, and there really hasn't been that need for that. Most videos I've seen and most things about it I've seen is that you can still use a go wee wee or even a go wipe. I've seen people using to take out a Town Hall 11 even with a max Eagle Artillery. It just doesn't do enough. Either it doesn't do enough splash damage or it doesn't do enough damage in general to start taking down those giant troops. So that's my take on the new Town Hall 11 stuff. I'm on the balancing trophy and stuff. That's really cool. I'm really actually happy with what they did here. Some people are claiming they went way too fast into the whole trophy, now you can't farm kind of thing. But I'm really excited about it because it's always bothered me that you had to farm in the past. Like, you had to farm or you had to push, and a lot of people would only farm, and so it was unfair to the players who might want to like try to get the good league bonuses or anything to actually get loot, because you would lose loot if you would push before this update. But now after this update, I've been pushing 24/7 and I've gained tons of loot. Now I'm actually using a very expensive army. I'm using a lot of Dark Elixir and a lot of Elixir. I'm still gaining Elixir, but Dark Elixir's pretty much stayed steady. But the gold, I've gotten so much gold in the past 2 weeks after this update that it's ridiculous. I'm actually in Champions 2 at a kind of middle way Town Hall 10, and it's really easy to get money. And now I can get the league bonus. So if I get 200,000 in a raid plus the 200,000 in Champions 2, it's really worth it. It's worth the army that I trained. They did slightly increase the league bonuses and war bonuses, but not a lot. They kind of made it sound like it was going to be a big increase, like a 25% jump or something like that, but it wasn't. It's actually it's only about a 10% jump, which isn't very much. I'm still not complaining. More loot, the better, but I kind of expected more. They recently changed so the new shield system is really effective, in my opinion, for pushing / farming. Whichever you're trying to do, you're still gaining trophies, and you can still attack numerous times even with the shield, which is beneficial because that way you can attack 3 or 4 times and still have a shield, or well, usually more like 2 or 3 times, and then still have a shield so that you don't get attacked every time you log off after you raided. So you can raid now and then still have a shield, train another army, and raid again, so that when you get raided, you're not losing that many trophies, as you possibly gained, or as much loot as you gained, which is really good in my opinion. Now with the new personal guard, or not personal guard, that's personal break, but I'll get to that. In the new village guard that they came out with, I don't really get it. It's like they should have just extended the shield a little bit longer or something. I understand that with the with the village guard, you can attack through it and not break it, but because it's so short, for the Town Hall 9s and up, the armies that we train take, especially with spells, take, up to 2 hours. And in my opinion, it's not worth, there's nothing you can do. So even with the extension of that to now an hour after being attacked in Champions League, I still can't even train one army before it goes away. So if I wanted to train an army, I'd have to actually get the hour village guard, and then I'd have to buy another one in the shop to have a total of 3 hours of village guard to make it at all worth it to attack while it's going on. Now with the personal break, I've never actually been on long enough to activate the personal break system. I know that there are players who do play a lot more than I do, in a sense of like big, all at once, kind of, 4 or 5 hours or whatever. And they recently changed that to 4 hours. It was 3 right after the update, and then they did some balancing to make it 4 hours. I think it's good that they involved that system, because there are players who could just cheat by just staying up, for 12 hours straight and push. So I don't really have any opinion on it, because I've never had to actually activate it, but in my opinion, it's good. The last couple things are like the new troops, which I haven't had a chance to use. I really think that they came out with the level 3 witch right after the Town Hall 11 update, and it was way too overpowered. It was just humongously overpowered. And even if you had like level 8 wizard towers, and you had the Grand Warden behind the skeletons of those witches, it took 2 shots from him. So I think what they did was in the balancing update, they nerfed those skeletons so that they're a lot weaker. But I think it's still an OP attack, especially if you bring some freeze spells to freeze that splash damage, and then of course if you pop the Grand Warden's ability to save some skeletons from a giant bomb or something like that, especially if there's a large group, then it's still not a bad attack, but I think it's going to prevent those. We were seeing a ton of 3 stars at Town Hall 11, which is just unusual for a max base to be 3-starred. Of course, that partially was base design problems. People had a lot of those open base designs that were so easy to go wee-wee, because once you get through that first layer and then you're in the open, those skeletons just rampage. It doesn't matter how many defenses you have or what level they are. Even I could have, with my level 2 witches, I could have traded go wee-wee, and I can almost 3-star a lot of those open bases that people have. But with the level 3 witch and those maximum of 10 skeletons a witch, if you trained 8 witches, you got 80 skeletons on the field. That's just way OP, especially if they don't take 1-shots from the wizard towers. I think that's it, guys. I can't remember anything else about the update that I wanted to talk about. The first level 10 clan the first clan ever to reach level 10 was recently got there, and I was actually able to go visit and see their wars, and they were just shredding in all of their wars. 157 to 3, not that bad, but it was crazy, guys. And some of those bases were actually a lot of the Town Hall 8.5s and Town Hall 9.5s that people have been talking about, strategically war bases. So these are probably second accounts of people who are like, well, I need a Town Hall 8.5, because you don't want the way a Town Hall 8.5 works is you've actually upgraded to Town Hall 9, but you haven't built any of the Town Hall 9 defenses. So you still have all the Town Hall 8 defenses, but you can upgrade the ones you already have to Town Hall level 9 levels. So you can upgrade your archer towers to level 11, but you don't buy the new one, and you don't buy the new expos, and you can get the queen, and you upgrade your spell factory and your army camps, but you don't get any of the new defenses, and therefore your war level doesn't get bumped up at all, and you're still mashed for Town Hall 8s, even though you have Town Hall 9 troops, and you can attack their Town Hall 9s. So a lot of people have been doing that. A lot of that was, I think, basically the success to that clan was because they had so many of those 8.5s, 9.5s that were just matching up an easy war for those guys to take out. But guys, that's basically it for this little recap on the update. I really just want to get something out so that you could all hear my opinion on the update. I'm actually very happy with it. I'm going to upgrade to Town Hall 11 as soon as possible. I actually tweeted the other day that I was going to, and I actually had clicked the button, but I was kind of messing with one of my friends, and I actually canceled it because I wasn't quite ready. But I'm at this point in Champions 2 where it's extremely hard to keep going because of the new update. Simply, if everyone was still Town Hall 10s, I'd be doing fine. But because there's so many Town Hall 11s out there now, and that's all I'm getting hit with, and I'm getting 2-starred constantly, and then I'm probably going to upgrade to Town Hall 11 so that I can at least hopefully only get 1-starred by most players, and get that new Grand Warden with that new ability, and all that good stuff. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.